Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 4 of season 2 of Heartstopper. The last episode, we had quite a kind of chaotic series of events as everybody's kind of struggling to navigate everything they kind of got going on with like Tao and Elle, and then Nick trying to figure out how to come out to his mates, and then obviously failing to do that, and then also how Charlie ends up feeling about that as well. There's a lot of interesting little navigations that happened in the last episode, but we're here to dive into the next one, so let's get ready to do that. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gives you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get a suggested vote on movies we react to each month. This is a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here, but at the end of the day, I really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like. Drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said and away, let's go ahead and hop into episode 4, Challenge. Here we go.
Hey.
Oh wait, is this the trip?
You're sure about keeping it low-key? Yeah, probably shouldn't sit next to each other on the coach.
What?
It could be fun, being a secret again.
Yeah, sure.
I bet can't last 2 days without kissing me. Is that a challenge?
Is that the challenge? Can they resist the temptation of their love? But what harm in just sitting together?
I'm so excited. What are you reading?
Oh, what an interesting little pairing, though.
Elle, did you want to sit next to Tao? I'm going to sit with the girls.
I like that Nick offered, though. It's just like on cue.
Thank you, Mr. Farouk. Right, is everyone ready to leave for Paris?
A little smile from Tao. Oh. Yeah, we're not okay at the moment.
Can I ask you like a really weird question?
Sure. Why not? Shoot.
Before you and Nick got together, how did you know that you liked him in that way?
Any particular reason you're asking, Isaac?
I just always wanted to be around him. But also, anytime he was there, I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I literally could not stop thinking about kissing him.
Aww.
On arrive aujourd'hui. Tu veux bientôt avoir des réseaux là.
Oh, what? Well, look at you.
Ça serait top. Tu peux m'envoyer un message quand t'es dispo, ok? Bye.
What the hell was that? Your dad's French?
So, yeah, he lives in Paris, so yeah, we're gonna try and meet up.
Aww. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Based on what we heard before, I don't know how receptive he's going to be if his recent revelations come out, or if the brother told him, for that matter. Also, what about Tara and Darcy? Are we just going to, like, brush by that? They weren't good either last episode.
Literally gonna be the best few days of our lives. I guess I've just been worried about when I said, you know.
Okay, here we go.
You didn't say it back. You mean about our prom outfits? Because
Wow. What a deflection. What the hell? Aww. Oh, and Ben can't stop watching them. Imogen's noticing too.
Mr. Farouk and I will be in room 203 if you need us.
But hopefully you won't.
Don't bother us, is what he's saying.
Elle, do you need a hand?
no.
I do.
Oh, nice.
You have to share beds.
Well, I'm having the window, but I want the other bed. I hate being woken up by the sun.
Oh, you bastards. The end, they are under their challenge. Given everybody in this room already knows, so like I don't know why that's a problem.
Sharing with Nick. Just standing next to her makes me feel like I'm being electrocuted.
Oh, he did it for Charlie. Aw.
We're in Paris. You're being sad. Come on. Oh. Oh, no.
You better live up to your own words.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're getting some focus on them. Is there gonna be something going on right here with that? With them? Oh, dude, Nick's arm realistically would be really fucked up the next morning, I would imagine.
Yeah, thanks.
Aww. That was a good move. That was a good move. Let's go, Tao. That was smooth. Well, as smooth as Tao can be. As she knows he's being fucking elusive.
I wanted to share a bed with you.
I'm sure we'll get to do it one day. I didn't mean to do it. I was just talking about, sharing a bed. That's all. So, that came out all wrong.
Smooth.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Charlie! You two coming up? You're being gay.
How?
Good job.
Always the status. Carry on.
Will we ever get to kiss without people walking in on us?
Well, at least I've not lost this challenge yet.
Oh, you're gonna lose. Just you wait.
Really?
There are lots of shops and places to visit, like the Sacré-Cœur Church, the Musée de Montmartre.
That's museum for everyone on this trip who doesn't even take French.
Stay in groups, please, no less than 2 people. Meet back here by the coach.
What's
at
happening
5
there?
PM, please.
Pairing up?
Please don't get lost.
I'm looking at you.
Hell yeah!
I think we should start with you. We should get one of those padlocks and write our initials on it.
You joking? That's so lame.
I feel so bad for her, man.
I need a drink.
We probably shouldn't drink alcohol.
I need a croissant then.
What?
Come on. What's the plan?
What about the museum?
I don't know. I think museums are kind of boring.
Renoir painted that.
Yeah, it's a really important place in art history.
Why don't you two go together then?
Yeah!
You in a couple of hours?
Just us?
Sure.
Maybe a better date this time. Something they both can have an interest in, and unless he critiques everything to shit.
Thanks for inviting me to hang out with you guys. My friends just wanted to go find the nearest McDonald's.
It's nice that we get a chance to hang out outside the library for once.
Yeah, it's nice just to be around other gay people. You guys have such a cool friendship group. Yeah.
Oui, monsieur.
Est-ce que je pourrais avoir 2 bulles de glace au chocolat s'il vous plaît?
Ah oui, bien sûr.
Good
Vous
God.
êtes anglais?
Oui.
Vous avez pas d'accent, c'est fou, bravo, bravo.
Ah, merci.
So when did you speak French? Like an actual French person?
Oh, my dad's French.
Since when?
Since birth.
How are things between you and Nick?
Really good. Why? Does it look like we're not okay?
It looks like Nick is so in love with you. It's a bit unbearable to watch sometimes.
I suppose I'm sort of jealous of you and Darcy. You're out and you can hold hands and kiss. I really want that.
But I don't want Nick to get bullied like I was.
It takes time, ages for me to even feel comfortable calling myself a lesbian. We were so scared of what people might say at school, so we didn't tell anyone about us for months. But eventually, we stopped caring about all those people. We just realised
You're going to be great. And even if you're not great, I'll still think you're great.
Aww.
So I'll always think you're great. And I'll clap really loud, even if you fall over and mess up the entire thing.
me and her were all that mattered.
Cute.
You and Nick will get to that point. I'm jealous of you and Nick in some ways too.
What? Why?
You both talk about your feelings. Darcy just makes everything into a joke. It's hard to get to open up.
Yeah. I get
I said I
that.
love you to her last week. She didn't say it back. Like, maybe she didn't even want to.
I'm sure she does want to.
It's scary. It's really scary, you know, to be that vulnerable, especially when your regular status is to deflect and make a joke like she does, to not really overextend herself.
Chocolate, not bubble gum.
Oh, you have a good influence on me.
Hell yeah, we can fix him. Oh,
It's not bad.
oh, you are playing dirty games here.
A little bit more. There we go.
I think he did that on purpose, though.
Tao, I think
We don't have to talk about it.
we should talk about it.
I agree with what you said. Things were better when we were just friends. And I'm sorry for being weird about Naomi and Felix. I'm happy you're making new friends, but I just get in my head about being left behind and alone. Our friendship is really important to me.
Me too. I don't want to stop being friends.
But
Shall we go look at some art now?
this is a perfect moment in this archway. Damn it. No. That is so rude.
Your house.
At least they're acting a little more like they used to. But two things can be true at once, man. They can be like this and together. They just need to get out of their own way. Well, Tao needs to get out of his own way.
Excusez-moi. Vous pourriez nous prendre en photo, s'il vous plaît?
Oh, oui. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, of course, of course.
Aww. He might not be able to draw, but he seems like a decent little photographer.
Go to the Sacré-Cœur. Or we could do some shopping.
God, he will not do anything.
Get off!
What?
He only showed any interest in her the moment Nick waved.
You guys mind if I hang with you for a bit? Ben's being so boring.
Of course not. Yeah, feel free.
Aww.
It's like he doesn't even want to hang out with me anymore now that we're dating. All he cares about is having a girlfriend. And now he just ignores me all the time.
He just needs a cover.
I'm not even sure he likes me that much.
Do you even like him?
What about you? I thought maybe you and Tao.
No, not gonna happen. We're fine just being friends.
Okay.
You can keep saying that.
Maybe I haven't had the best track record of relationships. I think being honest is better than living with regret.
True words. True words. Good for you to hear as well. What the hell is he doing? Oh no. Well, Nick is uncomfortable as he should be. She's noticing how Charlie's behaving with Ben there.
You haven't spoken to properly in ages.
You've never spoken to him properly at all.
How's your first day
And that's
in
also
Paris?
the first time he's shown any interest in. Oh shit, she's calling him.
Why are you in the mood with me?
Because you're supposed to be my boyfriend. But instead you've got some sort of obsession with Charlie.
Oh.
And to be honest, I don't even care. All I know is you're a terrible boyfriend, and I deserve better.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
breaking up with you.
Wow.
Your energy's
God
off.
damn.
You're not mature, and clearly you have some issues that you need to resolve before you're ready to be in a relationship. And I'm not going to wait around for you. I think it's time I focus on myself.
Hell yeah.
If you don't want to be with me anymore, that's fine. You don't have to be such a bitch about it.
Benjamin, language.
Pipe down.
There's no need to call her a bitch.
Wow, from Harry? What the fuck?
Fine then.
Are we gonna tell her what all happened, or just be there for her?
I just wanted to come and check that you're okay.
I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done that in front of everyone.
I think it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, so.
Agreed.
Did you and Ben ever? It doesn't matter. He's gone now.
Ugh, everything would be so much easier if I was into girls.
No.
I know what you mean.
Could I maybe have a hug?
Yeah. Group hug. Aww. His little family.
How'd it go with Elle today?
It was fine. We just walked around the museum for a bit.
Oh, let's go. Engage.
I always thought you two would be good together. So.
Why would she ever like me anyway? She's so cool and interesting and beautiful. I'm just me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think you're pretty cool too.
Oh,
but not beautiful.
Well, you're a good-looking guy. If that's what you're worried about.
I thought you did.
Nick's awesome, man.
I do like you, Tao. Yeah,
You're the one that
you're
put that
funny.
wall up.
You're into
He's projecting.
weird indie films that I probably wouldn't understand. You care about your friends so loudly.
It's one way to put it.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get something from the vending machine. Isaac, you coming?
He really needed to hear that, I think, though. Let's go, Nick. What are you gonna do? Gonna pull a Darcy in them?
Did you just post another photo of me on Instagram?
What? You were fast. He's gonna lose the challenge.
Oh my god, Nick, you giant fucking idiot! You are fully trapped.
Now you have to sleep in my bed.
It's probably a bad idea.
You seem kind of down today.
I just wanted to be alone with you.
And then you got stuck sitting beside Ben. Challenge? Lost.
Is that okay?
Yeah. He's like, fuck yeah.
Nick, we should stop. We're gonna get caught.
I mean, only by people that already know, to be fair. No one wants to walk in on their friends just going at it.
I think you lost the challenge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Isaac fell asleep quite literally with a book in his face. Oh! Oh no! I didn't even think about that part. Shit. Oh, welcome to the struggles of hiding a hickey. Oh, dude. Imogen calling Ben out. Because again, even as we've seen in previous episodes, once they started kind of dating, like when we would see them at a distance, when Nick would come in and come around, that's the only times we would see Ben really show an interest in her, as almost if it's in defiance of Nick. And she called him on it. She absolutely called him on it, because every time she was trying to engage with him, he just belittled every option and just talked down to her, ignored her, showed no interest in this. He was always zeroed in on either Nick or Charlie. So I do think, I have to imagine that some of his feelings for him have to be valid, but he's still too either upset at himself, afraid, or something. There's something in there he's not dealing with. Like, as much as I wince and moan and like groan anytime he shows up or whatever, because of the things that he's done, the way that he acts and treats everybody around him, there's quite clearly a troubled person behind all of that. No matter what you're going through, that's never an excuse to bring other people down or attack other people or take it out on other people. You can't always control that, but there's quite clearly a lot of these times where he's choosing to, you know, redirect that frustration to everybody around him, and that's not okay. Well, I'm just glad Imogen finally stood up for herself. Glad that she's got this group that she can lean into and find for support and whatnot. And I really like that through line of this, how Nick's kind of there as this kind of rock for a lot of other people as well. Imogen, and now even Tao included, after his little date, well, not date, where they were like, we just should be friends. When I don't think that's clearly not what either of them want, but they're still getting in their own way about how to make that transition. And I think this is very real, that you can feel like you have to be one or the other. That once you cross that line, the friendship and all of the normal stuff just disappears. All that should stay the same, but with more added into it. And I think we're going to get there. And I think this conversation with Nick maybe helped, because Tao just feels so undeserving. He feels like he's the stick in the mud. He feels like he's this blah, that she's just going to go off, meet these interesting people, and then just be bored with him and just disappear. And that's such a real feeling to feel when you don't have like any kind of self-assurance or self-confidence or anything like this. And Tao quite clearly doesn't. He's kind of the odd man out in a lot of ways, in the way that the things that he likes, his personality and all this kinds of stuff. And he's at least actualizing and realizing about this. And I think that's part of how you can use that, or at least re-examine how you're approaching your own view of yourself, and maybe find a way to be comfortable, because he quite clearly isn't. And he feels like if he does, you know, create this relationship, he could lose her, hold her back, or whatever, you know, danger, you know, excuse he can come up with his mind. But I like that Nick really did come in here and reaffirm him, be like, hey, you're a good looking guy. You like all these things. You understand these films in this way that I can never wrap my head around it. You cared so loudly and proudly for your friends. And we've seen that evidence all through the seasons up until now. He does. He's very loyal. He's very protective. Like, there's a lot of great traits that he embodies. He just can't see that in himself because of how he lets himself get in his own head, and his fears kind of take control and take over. And that's where you just kind of got to figure out how to control that and manage that. And I think we're getting there. And I like that Nick gets to be that vehicle here. As him and Charlie are still trying to figure out, they're on this trip in Paris, one of the most romantic places in the world. And they feel so distant here. They can't express their feelings. They can't all these things because they're afraid of what's going to happen, how that's going to feel. He's afraid about the public reaction for Nick, and he doesn't want him to go through all of that, but quite clearly they both want this. And, you know, Nick in his own way, you know, posting on social media with all of them, like any chance he can get, you know, it's leaning towards what Tara and Darcy did, where they just threw it out there. They just stopped caring after a while. They didn't make an announcement like they said, but they let it happen. And I think we're kind of going to get maybe to that point as well, especially after that conversation that Charlie had with Tara when she was kind of reflecting about what's going on with Darcy, which we still haven't got anything there. She tried to bring it up. Darcy still continued to deflect. Based on everything we've seen, I think she does love her. It's really hard, especially when you're somebody that puts up these walls and uses humor as a defense mechanism to allow yourself a moment to be serious, because the moment you do, your armor's gone. I think she's just afraid, but that's also, it's causing Tara to be really confused about the situation. But I'm hoping that finds a nice little spot in the end. Isaac has made a couple moves with his new friend as well, and as we've known, he was like, hey, it's nice being around other gay people and hanging out. So we got at least some verbal confirmation that we're not going to be like barking up the wrong tree. It's nice seeing them interact outside of all this as well. The two teachers, there was something going on. There's something going on there. Anybody else? I don't know. But yeah, this was a fun little episode. Nick's dad is also French. He's here and he's planning to meet up. So I'm wondering if we're going to meet his father before they go back. And I'm wondering if the brother is, you know, being the shitbag that he was, if he's going to have relayed that information against Nick's will to him, and if they're going to have some kind of talk about that. Because they kind of acted like he would not be all that receptive to the news. So we'll see. We'll see. That's kind of all I got for right now. Gonna go ahead and leave it there and pass it off to you guys. What'd you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherry, Your Course God, Robert Aguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crocker, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, and Lily Chanson. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.